Hello, everyone. Hey, Sinead, what do you think about that music backstage? Hey.
That's pretty cool stuff, that is.
Hello,
Greetings to
everyone,
start
and thank you
Thursday.
for joining us for episode 5 of Weaverbirds Live TV. As you can see, this is not Emma with me. It is Sinead Horan, who is our adopted sister, who both Emma and I adore, who's we've known for a lifetime. Lots of things to not share,
Oh,
but
definitely
um,
not.
yeah. And I want everybody to collectively send lots of healing love to Emma because she had a procedure done yesterday. And well, it's your today in the UK, but my yesterday. And so we want to send her lots and lots of healing love.
Loads of
So
love.
yeah, and that's the thing because collectively, whenever you do that, it has an impact. So I'm sure she feels it. Emma, love you. You know you're watching. So let the week that was, holy moly, Sinead, so much happened this week. In fact, I was actually up at 3 a.m. this morning to go live into the Think Network Empowerment Series page and to talk about the law of attraction. So my brain has been ticking on full cylinders since 3 a.m. this
Yes,
morning.
I did see that earlier on. I thought, good woman Karen, she's up and out early this morning.
That's it. I'll catch up with myself during the day. I'll have a few hours for myself. But earlier on in the week, Emma kicked off the series. Oh my God. She had hundreds and hundreds of awesome comments and talking about mental wealth international and mental wellness and all that and well-being. And wow, it was just such a high vibe, launch to this empowerment series. So guys, if you're not in the Think Network, go catch up. There's so much free value there, and their membership site's only $7.99 a month. Total value. Awesome. So what else?
Brilliant.
Oh, my book launch. Monday was the Miracle of Intent
Yeah,
book launch
isn't
as
that
well.
brilliant?
Oh, Sinead, what a ride. And I like to use myself as a test dummy for these things.
Well,
And so
that
I use
you
myself as a
definitely do.
so we were like number one on Amazon by 9 a.m. We were on TV, on radio, on Clubhouse. Have you heard of Clubhouse, Sinead?
No, I haven't heard of Clubhouse. Well, actually, was it last week? Was it last week? Yeah, you and Emma was talking about it. I was watching it, and that's the first time I've heard of it. And I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting."
Yes, it
So
is interesting, and I strongly recommend you have to have an iPhone, but if you go into Clubhouse, go in and just feel around it and go
mhm.
into group into rooms that are and clubs that are high vibe, not the ones that are just, but there's lots of value on there, and lots of high value people in there to learn from, but it's very addictive. So be aware of
Okay,
that. I've now
maybe
pulled
not.
myself back. I put myself back from it because you can just it distracts you from things as
Yeah,
well.
get
But
carried
Sinead,
away.
today we are talking about today we are talking about um friendship, and Emma has just wrote in the comments clubhouse means something else to us, and it does because we used to go to the clubhouse in our teens and go to the discos and stuff there, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, we really want to talk about them days, do we?
We're not sharing, but Emma, keep it on track here. I'm relying on you even if you're in the comments. So let's talk about
Don't lead us astray, Emma.
yeah. Let's talk about friendship because we have had a friendship that just, we just pick up where we leave off, and like you went to Boston for years and we just come back, we
Mhm.
just picked up where we left off. We've all these memories, all of these lived experiences together. You've become a mom and all of these kinds of things that we transition through a lifetime. Can you share what you think about friendship and and the value in it for people?
Friendship, it's an amazing, amazing feeling, to have someone as a friend and a loving friend at that. Like as you say there, I went off, had my few years in Boston, came back, um, you went off, done your thing in Australia, and we can still connect.
Yeah.
No matter where we are, no matter when we speak, it's like as if I was seeing you yesterday.
Yeah,
You
that's it,
know,
isn't it? You just
it's
pick
it's,
up where you
it's
left
amazing.
off.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and to me, that's what true friendship is.
And
No
therefore,
matter how I'm feeling, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how anybody's feeling, if you can just see that person, it just brings everything back, brings the fun, brings the memories. Just to me, that's what friendship is. It's
absolutely,
amazing.
absolutely. Whenever I think about, our friendship, I just smile, because yeah, you never get back to the 20s, but you can go back in your memories and have the crack and the fun, and but whenever we catch up again, it's just like rekindling it all, and yeah, we don't have the stamina we used to for the zest for life with that, but we do for other
No.
things. You know what I mean? We actually have to grow up, but not too much.
Yeah,
That's the thing,
exactly. Not
isn't
too
it?
much, still have that little bit of fun and, little bit of spice, as I say. When you think of everything that we've done, as you say, you smile and you laugh and like even today, when I was waiting to come on here, every so often I was just sitting and next thing I'd start giggling and start laughing, and it was just a little little things, that we've done and we've said, and it just brings everything back, it is. It's
Absolutely. And it is that unconditional. That's the word I like to with friendship. It's unconditional. It's not conditional. It's like I'll be your friend if I get this out of it. It's not. It's
yeah.
like a it's like a meeting of souls, isn't it? And you just get on
Hmm.
with being friends, and then you know that someone's got your back. Like if something happened to me, and I need to lean on someone, I can reach out to you and say, God, and I don't have
Yeah.
to be high vibe. I'm able to be in that moment just to share, because a problem
Yourself.
shared is a problem halved, isn't it?
It is really, and it's being able to talk to people, being able to talk to you and not expect anything back, in return for that, friendship.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
yeah. But it is absolutely that. Do you know what? And as you go through life, like we make lots of new acquaintances and friends and things like that.
Mhm.
But it's the ones that you make, right at whenever you're growing into life and learning life, that you really remember as well. But what do you think are the key values in a friendship that are to treasure?
Loyalty,
Hmm.
trust, and loving.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Love's a big one, isn't it? Because it's
yeah,
like
and
it's the family that you choose, isn't it? It's the
it
family you
really
choose.
is. You choose who you want to have in your life. And to me, if you choose the right friends, you'll always be happy.
Absolutely. And you know what? Like even being friends there's wonderful highs and wonderful wonderfuls. But friends also, if I see something going amiss with you, I'll say, hey, I love you, but you need to know this. You know?
Yeah.
We have
That
uncomfortable
is one of the major
conversations.
things you have to have. You need to be able to have a little argument, a little bit of a disagreement, and then just be like, God, where's Karen gone to? Hold on a minute, where's my phone? Blah blah blah. That's where to get over them wee things, be able to tell each other how it is.
But you know what, Sinead, whenever we were first friends, there was no mobile phones. We actually had to get up of our asses and walk to see each other, or even an actual dial telephone.
That
You
is
had to
true,
actually make an effort. You couldn't just text or messenger or whatever it is now, WhatsApp and all that kind of thing. If you're watching,
yeah.
share with us your what you feel the values are for friendship, and also share maybe in the comments about a friendship that you had, and maybe one that didn't work out so well. Because I believe that, seasons in life, we outgrow people and things like that. But when you have a connection with someone, you can rekindle that or revisit it. And it's all about that forgiveness as well, forgiving yourself, forgiving them, moving on, growing. Because when you start a friendship early on in life, you evolve. You evolve through things. So what are your priorities and what your things are then may not be where you are now, and so you can revisit them, reassess them, and then maybe reconnect. There's always an opportunity there to reconnect with people, isn't there, Sinead?
There's definitely always a way. Forgiveness is a great thing as well. You know, people might say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing, and maybe they're not in the right place at that time, and that's the reason for it. So maybe they need to go and find themselves, and after a while reconnect, and sometimes that's a really good thing.
Mm-hmm.
In friends, it can be a really good thing, because both people then might grow.
Yeah, absolutely. And like if you have a friend delivering something that you don't want to hear, it's like, okay, and you mean, you have to, there's some self-development that needs to happen there, whether you're ready or not. And if you're not ready, well then, you may feel resentful towards that person, but their intentions are pure, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, not everybody's there to be, in the past to be dragging them back up into your future, but there are lots of people, and that's why I just, the treasured ones are the ones to keep. So Sinead, we're not going to give any away of our secrets, but how long have we been friends?
Whoa. Over 20 years?
Yeah. That's
We've
active
known each
friendship.
other about 30. Yeah, we've known each other about 30 years, and actually been, as you say, active friendship, you're talking over 20 years.
And
20 years of madness.
It's absolute wonderful craziness. Love it. So many different facets of it. It's just so cool. But you were also friends with Emma, I believe, before me and you were friends.
Yes. Me and Emma would have 30. We were only a year difference in school, so we would have known each other over maybe 35 years altogether.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
Imagine, oh my God, Emma, 35 years. Isn't that
because we came from the south of Ireland, and then I was 9 when I came to Newton Butler Primary, so Emma would have been 7 or 8. It's crazy, isn't it?
You were just at that stage, you were just too cool for me and Emma.
Oh, I remember going into Mrs. McAviney's class, and I was up at the class getting the meter ruler on my hands within 2 days. I was like, goodness, goodness me.
What happened?
I didn't think I'd done anything wrong. I just voiced my opinion.
Well, of course, it would not be like you at all.
In a loving
No.
Emma's laughing here and covering her eyes. It's like, oh my goodness. So Trevor says, true friends have your back, although through all the good times and the bad times. Absolutely right, Trevor. They do have your back. Someone you can rely on. And that's the thing. If you don't ever get to experience true friendship, and it is a two-way, it can't be a one-sided thing. It has to be a two-way, and you have to be able to trust that person, 100%, and just say, okay, I know they've got my back.
Yeah, trust is a big thing in a friendship. As you say, you do need to have that trust, to be able to share your most inner, feelings with somebody. Trust is one of my things, definitely.
Yeah, and it's not easy to trust. Sorry, guys, I just changed the background there. I was like, wow, that's the wrong background.
No, I was like, what happened?
We were doing some interviews and streaming out during the week, and for MMH Press, and so that's why we had that. But yeah, apologies. Hey, she had my back and told me, for goodness sake.
What was that?
I said you could have had my
anything.
back. Oh, can you not see the background? Oh, Emma. I know you're in the comments. Oh my goodness. So now we have children, okay? And so we are now looking at friendships from a whole different angle, watching the complexities of them with our kids at school. And now through a pandemic, it's really hard for them. How is this going to affect them and their relationships because they're being isolated from friends? Isn't it really interesting to think of?
It's so interesting, my eldest boy, Johnny, he's constantly just wants to be on his gadgets, because he constantly wants to talk to his friends.
Yeah.
And that's all they want at this age is friends.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for them to sit, in a room, cooped up, and that's the only way that they can communicate at the minute. like it's so hard for them, and hopefully now soon they'll be able to get back to school and get back into that, get back into their wee groups, and then you can hear all the good stories and different things like that again. It's really, 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 really hard for them at the moment.
But isn't it good that they have those types of connections? They could still have, like we can hop on here and chat and things like that. Like only for, the internet and things like that, and like if this had have happened when we were kids, we would have been totally isolated, There would have been no connecting with other people. But it's amazing, isn't it, that in this day and age we are able to connect and kids, like, holy moly, Mary, who's my 5-year-old, she can get my phone and do things with it that I'm like, wow. They know how to navigate their way through it. It's like, goodness.
It's just like as if it's automatic for them. They just pick it up and just work away, and you're just like, how did you do that? And they're like, just like that, mommy.
Yeah.
But as you say, it is so, so, so good that it is now in this day and age that it has happened, that there is so much technology and be able to connect like that for them, which is brilliant.
And keeps the parents in as well, I reckon, because we can still connect online and stuff like that. So, like, I think if people in the world kind of approached connections and with other people through a friendship kind of model, it would be really interesting to see how the world would be, if you approached it with the ease of a friendship, where you kind of trust and without expectation, and things like that, and just enjoy somebody else's company. Wouldn't it be interesting to see how the world would evolve through those types of connections?
It would be good because there's so much. Yeah, it'd be just brilliant because there's so many people out there that just expects everything, like they can't just, go out and enjoy life and not expect anything back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
hold back as well, Sinead, hold back, that what could be a really awesome friendship because they're holding back out of fear, maybe of rejection or fear of being picked up wrong, or isn't it? It's just like, holy moly. I have to admit, like Facebook friends, I have over 3,000 and something Facebook friends, and that's what it's called, friends. And, I absolutely value everyone who I'm friends with on Facebook, but to have those, and I show up and I be, all of those kinds of things, to have those intimate friendships with people, that's like an inner circle. That's where people get to see the true you, and showing up for all of that. And that's kind of like a privileged spot to be in to be a friend in those spots, isn't it? It's just so privileged to be gifted that. It is a true gift.
It is, yeah. Like you know me, like, I'm very much, like if I can help you in any way, you know what I mean, I'm there, and to me, like for any of my friends, well, I hope they all think that, you know what I mean, is me, and
absolutely.
It's great. I showed
up on your doorstep. I showed up on your doorstep when I got back to Ireland last time, and you were like, "Get in here till I sort out your hair."
Get in here quick, get them roots. Mind you, look at mine.
It's true friendship there.
Get in and get this sorted.
Get in here till I sort out your colour. It's like, and I'm like, okay.
Okay. Oh my God. What is she going to do to me?
I trust her. I hope she's. But I remember, like, before I moved to Australia, and I used to get my hair done every week and everything, and those kinds of things. And it was so wonderful to have a friend who was a hairdresser. Not conveniently, but well done on choosing that profession. Lots. Book publishing is not so much in that same kind of field. But well, I give. Yeah.
You're absolutely fantastic. And look what you've done with your book publishing.
Well, it's so much fun. And that's the thing is I do like to think of myself as a universal friend to many, many people. but my treasured friendships that I've had for my lifetime are treasured, you know. But giving the best of ourselves to everyone, I think that's what I was trying to touch on. You know, showing up and giving our best selves to other people, just because, and that's it. You know, without having to
That's it.
overthink it, just because, you know.
Just because you want to, and that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing what comes back to you on that as well. Oh, Sinead, we're probably going to talk on backstage, but thank you so much for joining me today on Weaverbirds TV. Let's send the love to Emma, everyone, because we missed her on the show today. We really, really do. And we will get you back in again when
Even though
Emma's
I was
on.
better than you, Emma. I was better than you. So much better than you, Emma, at this. You know, maybe I should, you know, just stand in all the time.
That's not friendship, Sinead. That's not friendship.
What?
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And next week, Emma will be back for episode 6. And watch out, we have a special guest coming. We'll announce it during the week. Take care, everyone. And just wait till I grab this video. Bye.